Already improved.
There we go.
There we go.
I always need to be on the right side.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? There we go. Gotta actually have a mic now. What's up? Gotta actually have a mic now.
We can't see the wheel, Eli.
You cannot see the wheel.
But we will magically show the wheel. So what do we got going on today?
Today is the Wheel of Hubris, aka Joe's Stomp of Terror. More so terrorizing him than actually his opponents. For those of you that are uninformed, there was a bet between the DaWeirdcast's crew here that prepping for LVO, Joe was not going to be able to paint his army in time. He had basically 2,000 points of Slaves of Darkness to paint in a little over a week.
Yeah. And he had till that Friday, but he's like, I'm going to get it done on Tuesday.
I said, we gave him, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to do it by Tuesday, guys. Like, I'll bet you guys.
I'll bet you guys I'll have it done by the end of Tuesday.
Yep.
And we did not believe him. He had some paint on Scarbrand. Keep in mind, here's the state of his army. He had some paint on a Scarbrand. He had some paint on a Varangard. But no models were finished, and no basing was done.
Yeah.
And he had a week. None of us believed that he could do it. The bet was that if he won, we would all paint a dwarf model, which mostly just affects Jeff here, who is a dwarf racist.
I was totally set up. It's all good. It worked out.
But if Joe, because Joe is hopping armies too much, and he was going to play Fire Slayers for LoneStar. However, if Joe lost the bet and he did not get his army painted in time, we were going to randomize his army for him for LoneStar in 2 weeks.
a.k.a. the Wheel of Hubris.
The Wheel of Hubris. Now, a few weeks ago, we did figure out by random chance what army he's going to be. So he's been able to kind of brood over that for the last few weeks because it's probably his least favorite army, the Sons of Behemat, a.k.a. Big Stompy Boys.
Yep.
And maybe a little bit of else. Who knows what the wheel will give him.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's going to be very fun.
Yeah, you can see it in the clips down below. He was very ecstatic.
Yes.
Yeah,
the best thing about it is that you can't see, and Joe doesn't know, but we did get a physical wheel. And we'll make sure we bring that into frame so the green screen doesn't cut it. But we have an actual wheel to spin instead of just a digital one.
It's actually right here.
It's right here, but you can't see it for some reason. Can we let's
see if we can. Can we get it?
Can we just like bring it forward maybe?
No, I think if I stand behind it, I think I'll magically show up.
All right, see if you can. Yeah.
Let me see if I can magically bring forth. I summon the wheel. Does it summon?
Waiting 15 seconds for the delay.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
There's a little bit of the wheel. You can see it appearing.
There it is. I have summoned the wheel.
The wheel.
Check that out. So we do have a wheel. It does click. It clicks. It clicks.
It does the clicks. It does the clicky clacks. It's very, very fun.
Pretty great. we are proud of the wheel.
Yes. Now, while he's not here, I'm going to go ahead and explain to whoever's in the chat. Is there anybody in the chat right now? Please say hello. We know there were some people who were excited. If you're in the chat, please say hi. I would love to explain the wheel. Should I explain it now or should I wait till we get Joe on in his surprise face?
We should probably bring the man out.
Let's give it a couple more minutes. We don't have that many people in. Hello, howdy. Jeff, did you actually tweet out that we're live, by the way?
I did not.
Maybe you should. Maybe that'll get us some more people in the chat.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's Tuesday. Howdy. Thank you guys for watching.
Appreciate you being here.
The best part, again, Joe is not aware that we have a literal wheel here to spin for his torment.
Well, you know, he could be watching the stream now.
He could be watching the stream. If he is, it's going to be very funny. When he actually is like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. And then he walks in. Yes, we did. We got the dwarf a wheel to play the giant boys. Yep. It's going to be very fun. We basically have 3 wheels put together that are going to kind of determine what list he's going to make. And Sons of Behemat are a little bit weird. It kind of works for the physical wheel with the 12 slots that we have. So we don't have as many options on one wheel as we could on like a digital wheel if we were playing like Stormcast. And we would have like 63 spots on our wheel for options.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been horrendous.
So it's great from a wheel spinning slot standpoint. However, the hard part is the actual list building construction to make sure it's legal.
Yeah.
Without like basically just doubling up on everything and or accidentally pulling in like 2 mercenaries on a random pull, even though you can only have 1 and then not being legal. So we kind of like, it is pretty much going to all be random, but we did basically limit the options.
Yeah.
It's not all the options at once. For example, there are no mercenary units here. There's no Kronspine. There's no Braggots. There's no whatever the Cruel Boys one is called.
I can't remember.
Something with a B.
Yeah, it is a B.
Either way. But there is an option. You'll see it in a minute when we get the wheel back on. But there is a way that essentially Joe will double dip and get 2 units in one spin. And then at the end, to keep the suspense going, we're going to figure out what units are in the list, and then we're going to figure out what tribe he's running to see if he even gets a tribe that works for his army.
I am still holding out for Broad Stomp No Broad.
Broad Stomp No Broad would be the funniest.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, and then we do have some options for, we got some chat participation where the chat can choose.
That's true, yeah. So you pay attention, if you get your handy dandy Sigmar app or Wahapedia up so you know what units can go in a Sons of Behemat list, keep an eye out because if we do hit the chat chooses slot, we are going to be asking for an option from you.
Yep. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be a grand old time.
Yeah, and then a little bit later we'll talk about Smash and Bash. We have our venue. And really excited about it.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh, also as a note, we're not doing random enhancements. I am going to be kind to Joe and let him choose what enhancements he wants. However, if he so chooses an artifact that does turn one of his Gargants into a wizard, he does have to randomize which endless spell that he chooses if he can fit in the list.
Fair. I think that works.
I almost want him to roll the tribe that gets him the glowy lantern so we can do that. And just randomize, get like
What would be the best end of the spell to give him?
the objectively best or the funniest?
The funniest, like the bringing dingy?
Okay, the funniest would be the bringy dingy when none of his army could use it.
Yeah.
The best option would be something like Ravenak's Gnashing Jaws
Yeah.
or like a horror gas for the anti-horde stuff.
Watch her make Joe like the best meta-breaking Giants army ever. Any 5-0s and laugh some other faces.
It would be the perfect start to that heel turn we've been saying that he deserves.
that would
The 0-5 to the 5-0 journey
Yeah.
with an army first time playing. This is, I think, going to be good for Joe on a refresh. Give him a list that he knows nothing about, that he's just going to go in and just go, screw it, I don't understand. I don't need to practice or do whatever. I'm just going to try to have fun as kind of the reset to this downturn he's had for the last few GTs.
Well, yeah, to be fair, that's kind of how Joe plays the game anyway. So.
It is very true, but maybe something in army that he's not trying to actually construct a good list with
Exactly.
will reset him. Yeah. All right, should we go ahead and bring him out?
Bring out the man?
Should we bring out the man?
Yeah.
Go bring out the man,
I'll
Jeff.
go get him.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
The man of the hour. I'm sneaking out.
The Hubrisur, the Lord of Hubris himself. Too bad we're
Joe.
not playing Slanesh. I could have a lot of pun jokes ready for this.
We're ready for you, Joe.
Now, if only we could actually hobby this army in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Kind of impossible. But I think it would be really funny if we just got 4 Mega Guardians
Sometimes,
and
yeah.
then we just made all of their heads Joe. Like, get a scan of Joe's head, especially with the face for the promo, and just 3D print it, like a 3D version of Joe's head, and just
I'm gonna open the door for you.
Mega Guardian face.
I'll open this door for you.
Oh, God.
I can give you my mic, actually.
Really? Your mic?
Yeah, you can have my mic.
Oh, God. Oh, God, it's a whole fucking wheel.
It is a wheel. You do that. Go.
And here he is himself.
Is
Howdy,
he?
Bill. Good to see ya.
Is he?
Well, Joe, what do you think? Can you even be seen on the screen?
Oh, no. I hate stools. Give me a fucking stool.
You want your little kindergartner chair?
Yes. I'll take my little baby chair. I don't like it. All right, here we go.
You ready?
I am.
I guess I need to summon forth
Okay.
the wheel.
Okay, so we made sure to do sub-factions first, right?
Absolutely not.
Well, we have to.
No, no, we
have
don't.
What if I don't get an eligible general and I don't have a legitimate army?
Too bad.
I have to have a leader.
You get a leader.
I do?
Yeah. If your subfaction doesn't work, guess what? You get to run. No subfaction.
Oh. Fair. I'll make my own, I suppose.
All right. Joe,
Here.
lean forward.
I am.
It's coming, maybe?
Maybe.
This green screen is not our friend today, guys.
The green screen is not our
It's
friend.
really not.
That's okay.
We can see Joe's hand.
Yeah, it's my hand.
There. Keep your hand there. That works.
Yeah, right here.
There we go. All right. Without further ado, I think we've delayed long enough. Let's figure out what Joe's first army is. No, I'm not going to explain him the rules ahead of time. Let's go, baby!
I don't
It's
get to
the
know the
Wheel
rules?
of Hubris! Besides the obvious, whatever's on the wheel, you have to take. And I am going to be building your army in the app in real time.
Oh, no.
What did we get? We got chat chooses. So for those of you here, which unit from the Sons of Behemat tome should he take in? And as a special bonus, this asterisk right here means that Joe gets to have one of 3 possible mercenary options. He's either going to get the Gloomspite Gits, Regiment of Renown, Braggett's Bottle Gits with the Rabble Rouser
I love you, Spencer.
and a bunch of stuff. He will get Big Grick's Cruel Shots, maybe, which is the Cruel Boys. I think it's a shaman, some Beast Skewer Kill Both, and some Man Skewer Bolt Boys. Or he'll get his favorite unit, the Kronspine Incarnate of Gur.
Why?
In addition to
What is
whatever
wrong with
unit
you
you
people?
choose, he'll get one of these 3 lucky options.
I liked it when he said Beast Smasher. No,
You
that's
know what?
3
Maybe
people.
if Chet decides that they want just a regiment,
I
then
don't
we'll
like
spin
that.
again to figure out what.
I don't like that.
Does Chat want the regiment of renown instead?
Oh, it's pretty unanimous.
I say so far for the most of the votes, are you getting Big Grit's cruel shots?
Can I get a Gargant, please? In
Not
the
right now.
Gargant army?
Looks like we have to respin for your Gargant army.
I don't like that. All right.
Just to add it, just so everyone sees. Once again, I am in fact building it in the app as we go along. Let's go ahead and go ahead. There's Regiments of Renown filter. Beast Skewer Killbow from Big Grit's Cruel Shots.
Right.
Plus the Man Skewer Bolt Boys 1.
I want to say I am pretty business professional today.
You are pretty
Well, your black shirt may be getting rid of.
Oh, man.
Turns out Joe's biggest enemy is in fact
You
himself.
could have picked Kragnos. That would have been awesome. I would have loved that. That's a
But the
fun
chat
model.
didn't. The chat added the Beast Skewer Killbow and 2 Man Skewer Bolt Boys from the Big Grit School Shots, coming out to 290 points out of 2,000. Joe, would you like to spin and choose your own fate?
Yes, I think. E. I want to buy an E.
Too bad. You're going to buy
No, Beast Smasher, come back.
a Gatebreaker!
You know, King Broad next to a Gatebreaker is a fantastic positioning choice. I want to thank anyone that.
I wanted to
These
watch
two
the
people-
light from. I wanted to watch the light drain from your eyes as you think it's going to land on Broad, and only to not land on Broad.
At least I get a Gatebreaker. Here we go. Smash a trap. We're coming. I have.
Can we pick Kragnos?
You could.
I said we could have picked Kragnos. However, I think the KB regiment is just too. There's too many people that want it. That it's got to be that. It's got to be that. All right.
All right.
All right, Jeff. Do you want to take the spin this time?
I'll do the spin.
Let's do the spin. We're at 790 points out of 2K. Let's see what we can get. We got 2 more options that need to happen. Some of this is coming out of the wheel.
You spun too hard.
I did.
Give Joe Beast Smasher. Get.
And we have King Broad to bring to the mix.
Oh God, what are my points looking like?
We're at 1310 out of 2,000.
That's not a lot.
That's because your Regiment of Renown was very cheap.
I might get another Gargant. That's a very weak spin.
That's a weak spin.
What are you talking about? No, it was a manly spin. Going right towards
Your
Broad.
spin is too weak, Joe. A solo man crusher.
Yay!
Just one.
Just one.
We're at 1440 points. Let's go, Joe. Now give that a real spin.
Right. Come on, Mega Gargant. Mega.
How are you thinking so far?
Mega.
How are you
Mega.
thinking? Give me the-
Mega Gargant.
Give me the mob. Give me the mob. Another Gatebreaker.
Will it fit?
We should be able to fit another Gatebreaker. Yes, that puts us at 1940 points, which means we are out of slots.
Good roll for an endless spell.
We could roll for an endless spell. In fact, Joe, I did tell them I'm going to be kind. You do get to pick your own enhancements based on whatever tribe that you have,
Oh,
which
okay.
it looks like your options for good tribes are not many.
No, okay, it's okay. You got 2 Gatebreakers, Broad, and the Cruel Boys.
And 1 man crusher.
And one of them.
And 1 man
And
crusher.
1 man crusher.
Now here, you do get to choose your enhancements. If it happens that one of your enhancements that you chooses does turn your Gargant into a wizard, or you have a way to cast an endless spell, guess what? You do have to randomize your endless spell from the options that you have available to
Okay.
you based on
All
points.
right. Let's
Which
see.
is 60 points or down.
Right?
That was the problem with Gargants. There are too few options that it accidentally just gave him a decent shot.
I mean,
Now, in order to actually choose your tribe,
this could have been so much worse.
we do have to put in the new options.
Randomize enhancement. Really?
Randomize
That's what we
enhancements.
want?
There is another chat chooses options.
I don't like
Maybe
Chat
maybe the chat will choose the randomized enhancements.
Chat chooses shit.
Okay, just making sure we got them all. Let's go ahead. Let's spread this. Let's add this in real time. Put the colors across from each other.
Oh, you know what? I'm
Just
not
put
gonna
them
do
over.
this. You guys can do this.
I'm the Vanna White, Joe.
We'll cut to the DRB, and then we'll come back when you guys finish the wheel. Okay?
The wheel's going to take a second.
Yeah, we're good.
We're going to be fine. Everyone gets to watch this in real time. This is peak entertainment.
All right, we'll leave it long.
I'm pretty happy with it.
We'll do it live.
I really wanted a Beast Smasher, you know.
You didn't get your Beast Smasher.
I didn't get a Beast Smasher.
You were not lucky.
All right. Yo, imagine if this was like a real army with options. I could have been screwed.
I said, Joe, if that was the case, like I was telling Jeff earlier, if this was a Stormcast army, we would have done a digital wheel. I would have put every single war scroll on that wheel and just spun until the points came out.
I don't think anyone locally has protectors, or not protectors.
I was gonna say-
prosecutors. Prosecutors.
We would figure it
Who
out.
has prosecutors?
Someone does. And there we go. With that, we have the wheel. Jeff, would you make the wheel visible again? Would you summon the wheel for the chat?
I think we killed the.
Oh, we killed the green screen.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the meta on this list even pre-enhancements. Yes. In fact, the wheel was kind to Joe.
The wheel was very kind.
The chat votes for a last-second switch to the SCE wheel. Future tournament.
Right.
Future tournament here. All right.
Is this how AOS gets fun?
Yes. Now give that a good hearty spin.
I want another. I can spin my own wheel.
I don't trust Joe to spin the wheel anymore,
broad
guys.
stumps. Come on, give it to me.
You got the Stomper tribe. No war stompers. Let's double check to make sure that works.
This game's stupid.
I forgot I don't own the tome in the app. I cannot check the rules there.
Right? It could have been Breaker Tribe. It could have been Broad Stomp.
And guess what? Let's see. Stomper tribe.
Do I have a valid list?
You do, in fact, have a valid list. I don't think if there are any Gargan players in the Stomp or no stomping. He does have a broad, so I think he can just. What is it? Was it the old tome that you had to have a general of the tribe? It doesn't seem like you have to this time around. It just means that he gets no book enhancements.
Hate this game.
He gets only generic enhancements.
This is dumb. I'm taking the Narcone Tome, baby.
Hey, would you like to randomize your endless spell, please? Yes, you can. Okay. Yeah, I see nothing
Can
that
I
says.
get a
I was like, Gargan
triumph?
players, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. It doesn't say he has to have a War Stomper general. Yes, this is for LoneStar. This is a list that we will be submitting in less than a week.
Yes, I'm taking this to LoneStar.
It will be
I paid
great.
money for this.
You paid a good amount of money to
I
go
paid
to
a
this.
good amount of money for this.
I don't see sub factions in there.
What was it? It's under battle traits.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Now it says your general must be a Stomper or King Broad. We are good. We are good to go.
No!
King Broad is the general. And he gets no sub-faction artifacts.
Rod, you betray me. This game's dumb. This game's real dumb.
Because the tribe artifacts are in fact locked to the War Stomper as well as the command traits.
I don't like this.
So you have your wonderful generic command trait choices of Master of Magic for your non-wizard army.
Wait, maybe Dylan, save me. What's that? There's generic Sons of Behemat.
Are there generic Sons ones? Time to find out. Oh, there in fact are. There are big personalities that are general command traits. Except, however, you cannot use them because you have King Broad as your general.
I do. I guess that is right. I don't actually.
However, there are generic artifacts from the Sons of Behemat. Battle Tome, just to read them off for you, Joe, to have fun. They are called the Titanic Trophies.
Ooh.
You get the extra calloused feet. So it's got to be on one of the megas, because obvious. It has an attack characteristic of -3 on the Almighty Stomp instead of Ren. No, sorry. Attack characteristic of 3 instead of 2, Ren -3 instead of Ren -2, and damage characteristic of 3 instead of D3. Make them sound better. You get the glowy shield of protectiveness as an option.
Okay.
And when this unit is targeted by attack, if the weapon for the attack has a rend characteristic of -1, change it to rend nil. And in addition, if the unmodified save roll for an attack made with a melee weapon that targets the bearer is a 6, you reflect a mortal wound back. Then you have the scavenger weight. Once per battle at the start of combat, you can pick an enemy unit within 3 inches and roll a number of dice equal to the number of models in that unit to a maximum of 10. And for every 4 up, that enemy suffers a mortal wound.
So,
And then you have the Amber Bone Totem, which I didn't realize was a generic artifact. Bearer can attempt to charge even if it ran.
how many artifacts are there?
There are, I believe I just read off 3 options. 4 options for artifacts, plus the core rules where you have the Manticore Venom, Arcane Tome.
Chat wants random. Let's give them random.
Chat wants 2 wizards. I kind of like the idea of 2 wizards.
Stop listening to the Spencer. He had a great idea, followed by a bunch of bad ones in quick succession.
How can he have, Spencer? I need to know how can he have 2 wizards? Broad's not a wizard. Arcane Tome can only go on 1 artifact or on 1 Mega Gargant. The Glowy Lantern is a Taker Tribe artifact. Unless there's a GHB one. Change them. We could change them. We could change your Taker Tribe. You have just as few options in Taker Tribe as you do with Stomper Tribe.
Really? Well, at least I could cast my random endless.
Except it still
spell.
has to only go it still has to only go on a Kraken Eater, so it doesn't work.
Manual override. Could have been Broad Stomp. I could have been Yeetin' Terrain.
You could have been Broad Stomp, however, you're not your Stomper Tribe. So you get to choose the generic artifacts or from the core rulebook or Sons of Behemat Battle Tome. You could also randomize an endless spell if you take Arcane Tome. You could...
I think I'll go for the big Triumph bid.
for the big Triumph bid.
Big Triumph bid. I like big Triumph bid. And does a Gatebreaker have that there stomping thing?
The Almighty Stomp?
Yeah.
He should. He is a Mega Gargant. Hey, look at that Almighty Stomp.
Oh yeah, give me that big ass foot artifact.
You're going to take that...
big scratchy foot.
How many points is he at?
He's at 1940.
You're going to go with the 60-point triumph.
60-point Triumph bid.
That's not that abnormal.
Someone's got to fight those damn Gits players.
So, you're going to take the extra callous feet on one of your Gatebreakers.
Yeah.
You can't have a command trait.
Nope.
What battalion do you want?
Do I get battalions?
There are battalions.
Oh,
Should we give them battalions, chat? Should we?
Have a warlord?
You cannot have a warlord.
Oh, that's
However, there is a
warlord equivalent?
there is a warlord equivalent in Gargants. You
Oh,
put
yeah.
you put 2 megas in there, and you get an extra. It's called Bosses of the Stump. You get low drop and an extra enhancement.
yeah, I like that.
Should we give it to him, chat? Should we let him have Bosses of the Stump?
I want Manticore Venom.
I'm debating whether I want this. Just
Or we can give him foot sloggers.
we cannot give him foot sloggers.
doesn't
We
have it.
do not have enough man crushers in the list. If we had another baby, he would have to take foot sloggers. I would manual override that so that he takes the
Yeah, let me
foot sloggers.
get that.
You wanna
that
take okay.
warlord, and I'll
You
get
do-
that Manticore Venom.
It's not a warlord, Joe.
It's a
It's
warlord.
very specifically
Like-
not a warlord. But yes, Magnificent, you get an extra enhancement and you get 1 drop deployment.
Yeah, I like
Cool.
that.
I will happily let you put both of your Gatebreakers into Bosses of the Stomp so you can get Manticore Venom on top of your extra calloused foot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the Palisade idea.
What am I gonna do with the Palisade?
Cast it,
Then do what?
walk over it.
To stop all that shooting.
I hate you. I hate all of you so much. Okay, I hate some of you a lot. And some of you not a lot. But definitely all of them.
No, I think I'm not going to torture you that much. I think if you want Manticore Venom and extra callous feet, so your list is kind of viable, that's fine.
Okay.
I will happily give that to you.
Stop it, Dylan! Stop! Do not like.
That is having your choice at decent artifacts is a consolation for the fact that you basically are just ignoring rules of your army.
Give me those 3 Guardians and those Cruel Boys.
You're not entirely ignoring rules. Broad can issue commands to the little dude, so that you can take advantage of all that gives you.
Do I at least have poison in the regiment?
What do you mean? Do you lose on poison?
Do I at least have poison? Can I do mortals with the regiment?
Let's find out.
Right.
Big bricks, cruel shots, expansions. Actually,
If I got Bolt Boys but no mortals.
White Dwarf Regiments of Renown, I believe, is what they were. Yes. If the unmodified hit roll for an attack made with a model in this regiment of renown is a 6, it causes a number of wounds equal to damage characteristics. So yes, you basically have venom and corrosive weapons.
Yeah.
If any wounds and or mortal wounds caused by a shooting attack made by this regiment of renown's beast skewer killbow are allocated to an enemy monster and not negated, you can pick any number of other models in this regiment of renown to say that they are focusing fire. And if you do, until the end of the phase, add 1 to the attack's characteristic of missile weapons. But all of them must target an enemy monster.
That's good enough.
And then the beast skewer killbow is a hero.
Okay. It is?
He is a unique hero in this regiment of renown. He is the leader.
Can you give him an artifact?
No, because he is a unique hero. He is Big Rick.
Oh, okay. That would be funny.
Can I
It
find
would've
a
been
sour?
You can find a sour of the beast skewer killbow. It is a hero.
Give me that +1 to wound. I'm pretty sure it wounds on a 2 or something.
Plus 1 damage.
Right?
+1 to save on your 5-up killbow, I'm pretty sure, and +1 to wound on, I'm pretty sure, your 2-up to wound.
Right. It's like 4s and 2s.
We should do this for every major.
Just change the person every time. No, we could just do it for Joe every time. Change his faction, make him take High Priest. It's not a bad option.
Yes,
For
it
our
is.
statute.
It's a pretty bad option, actually. Believe it or not.
I tried to say that with a straight face. I couldn't. Or 36 wound general. Yeah, heroic stat, you get your +1 wound on your mega target.
I got a good joke. Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been so
could
much
have been
worse.
a lot worse.
I could have rolled up with like 8 little ones.
Next time we got to do it with an army he actually wants to play, like Fire Slayers.
I was really scared it would be like fucking Skaven. There's like 90 shit war scrolls in that army.
And the battle line is wonky. We'd have to figure out what your hero suite is first before we figure out what your battle line
Right.
options are. Fire Slayers could be a lot of rolls. Exactly. We'll figure this out. Maybe someone will do it for the Smash and Bash
Yeah.
GT.
I don't know.
We'll get someone to do it.
I think we have a volunteer.
Spencer will be behind the scenes.
Right? You can't volunteer. You're running the thing.
Here's the thing. So Texas Masters is probably going to be like a team event thing, right? So we just have like 3 decent lists, and then Spencer's randomized
Right.
list just anchoring the army.
Oh, man.
We can do that, yeah. If Spencer wants to do it for Smash, he can rescind his TO duties and get a randomized army.
You lost a TO, so he could have a shit army. Okay.
Dylan, I know you've got randomized lists.
Speaking of Bash and Smash, not necessarily in that order. Is there any announcements that you want to make?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be at Dragon's Lair in Austin.
Dragon's Lair Austin.
Dragon's Lair Austin will be Smash and Mash this year. We are going to cater food. We're going to have 50 people as our max. Let me go over the food because it's pretty awesome. We're going to have brisket, pulled pork, sausage, potato salad, and beans, and drinks.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're figuring out ticket price. Tickets will go on sale right after LoneStar. But yeah, 50 people will be at Dragon's Lair. We're hoping to be able to get the back room so we could run the stream.
Yep.
Stream back there. Smaller GT, but we're going to do Teeth again. We got at least one golden ticket. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have 2.
Heck yeah.
Just waiting to hear back, but one will be for Thief Taker if we do get the 2. The other one will be our tournament winner.
Our tournament winner.
So I think that's really important. Like, we'll give a golden ticket to someone that didn't win
Yep.
Smash, but won Smash.
But
Yeah.
one smash.
You know? Like, I think that's really important.
Yeah, and we have a lot of changes coming to Teeth this year. We'll have a couple charts. We're gonna have the Cunning chart, which will have how you bid and how you do all that stuff.
We took that good feedback we got last year, and we're trying to change it up and make it better. So it's a fun gimmick event that
We do have
everybody
someone
can
asking,
participate
catering,
in,
How many days?
so that
Catering will
no
be
matter what you're winning.
catering will be just on Saturday. So Sunday or Friday night, basically you'll have to fend for yourself. But the only other thing too is Dragon's Lair parking lot is a little sketch, so carpooling would be good. We're still looking into hotels, see if we could find a block. Stay tuned on that, but we'll have the packet up before tickets go on sale.
And just in case it's not clear, the food on Saturday is part of the price of admission.
Yeah,
Yes.
It
absolutely.
is going to be baked into the ticket price.
Yep.
You will not have to pay separately for the good barbecue.
Yeah, and then Andrew's doing that from the Weird Knobs, and it's amazing.
If you've had Andrew Miller's food before, you know how good it is. If you haven't, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
Okay, correct. Dragon's Lair parking is safe.
I was like, yes,
But
you're right.
limited.
It's safe. It's
Yeah.
just not necessarily lush with space.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
My bad.
And because we haven't said the date yet, this stream, it is April 27th and 28th.
Yep.
Coming up at the end of April. It's going to be very fun. We hope to see you there. We're all going to be there, mostly working it.
Yeah.
Spencer was going to be working it. Now, plans might be changing.
Right.
It's going to be very fun.
We're gonna have to bring out the wheel again.
We'll have to bring out the wheel again.
I like the wheel.
Yeah.
Not for me. For other people.
It's a great click.
But it had to. Here's the thing.
It has a
Here's the thing, guys.
fantastic
If it was going to be someone on DaWeirdcast, I think everyone can agree it had to be Joe first.
Yeah.
Right.
It couldn't be
Right.
anybody else.
So, let's see. Do we have any other announcements?
Other than, are we having a stream next week potentially?
Stream next week? Yes.
We might be doing a list review stream next week.
Yeah.
Maybe. In lieu of a list review stream, in case the lists aren't all in or we don't have access to all the lists, because because lists are due this Sunday for everybody who's going to LoneStar and does not know that they're putting out. So, please get your lists in if you're going.
Yeah.
We might do a small list review stream. Maybe not necessarily review every list because there are a lot of fucking people going to this event.
Yep.
Definitely the biggest GT.
But, and Dallas always is the biggest
Yeah.
ET of the 4 Texas Masters. It's just got that prime location relative to other people coming in
Taylor puts in a lot
from
of
out of state. And yeah, he does put
Yeah,
in a
for
lot
sure.
of work to run the GT. So stay tuned for that. If we don't do a list review, we'll just do a game between a couple of the lists that are going to be going. Or
Maybe we'll have Joe.
just some fun stuff.
Maybe we'll have Joe play his.
We might
his
have
Guardians.
Joe play his Gargant
I
army.
mean, would it not be on point to show up with an army I've never played before?
Yeah.
I only actually need the War Scrolls.
The fun part is
There's
that
no rules.
the fun part that we could do is I could just bring out my Skaven list because I have a playable 2K of Skaven.
Right.
That's not what I'm bringing to LoneStar. You'll know what I'm bringing.
Right.
But it would be fun. Nerfed.
Nerf.
Yeah, technically. By all technical accounts, it was nerfed.
Yeah.
Lost some points.
Just like corn.
Right.
All right. I do need to get a test game in though to actually, get used to the fact that I don't have Raptidon chargers. And,
I
and
do.
stuff.
I need to find 2 Gatebreakers abroad, a little one, and some Cruel Boys.
You have some 130 millimeter bases.
I have all the Crow Boys
You have other Cruel Boys?
painted, by the way.
Ooh.
If anybody would like to let us borrow some Gatebreakers and or a King Broad so that we could have this
And a
shenanigans.
little one.
And a little one, I suppose. I know Spencer's got a little one, I'm pretty sure. I know he's got a very death-looking potential mega. But there, we got some friends we could hit up
source
to.
it.
We can say, we're going to find it.
We'll source it.
We're going to find it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fun.
All right. Short stream tonight?
Yeah.
Short stream. This is it.
Spencer does got a little one. All right.
I love you, Spencer.
All right, I'll let you 2 count us out.
This was a blast. April 27th and 28th, Smash and Bash. Stay tuned for after LoneStar for tickets to go on sale, probably the Monday after, which, if I remember correctly, is March 4th.
Yep.
Ticket prices to come soon when we finalize it. Food included for lunch Saturday as part of the ticket admission. Thank you.
Yep.
It's going to be at Dragon's Lair. There's only going to be 50 tickets, so if you want in, make sure you buy fast.
Yeah, we will have the exact time tickets are going on sale. That way you guys can get them if you're gonna go.
Yeah. So.
Jordan says we can borrow his. Woo! Hell yeah. He has a gatebreaker and broad, so we just need a gatebreaker and a little baby.
Right.
Yes, almost 2 months to pay an army. Get it done and get it going, man. And like we said, we will post on all the stuff with the exact date and time that tickets are going to go live so that everybody has a fair shot. We do know it's going to be a bit smaller. We are going to try to put on a really good event, and next year, hopefully, just make that a bigger good event.
Yep.
BattleWorks, as long as orders are in by the end of this week, they will be available for LoneStar pickup.
Okay,
or
cool.
shipping.
Yeah, so anything from our BattleWorks store, battleworks.com.
With an E for works, not an O.
Yeah, BattleWorks with an E, not an O. If you pick anything up, purchase it by the end of this week, and you're going to Lone Star, we will deliver.
Yep.
Just choose Austin pickup, local pickup, and then we'll deliver to you at Lone Star.
I am not a part of that business, but I do endorse those movement trays. They are fantastic. My Saurus Warriors have never been packed so better.
Okay, I think that's it.
I think that's it for the
Yeah.
stream tonight, guys.
Okay. Thank you, everyone that came out. We love you.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Appreciate you all.
And we'll see ya next week.
Next week.
Woo!